Okay, hi there boys and girls, and welcome back to the channel. And so here we are for Riot Trios. Got 3 matches for you this evening. And here we are on Miramar for our first game. And let's have a quick look at our flight line, shall we? So it looks like we're going east to west, pretty much across the centre of the island. So the usual hotspots will be available: Picado, Hacienda. Certainly opportunity for people to jump early, head north to Campo Militar if they wish. And we're going to be following Subi down on the jump. Subi is the player with the bounty on his head this week. Extra points available for your team if you take him out. We've got 72 in the lobby, 24 teams. No doubt we're in for 3 fantastic matches this evening. So our player with the bounty, squad number 4 from ZPX, they're out the plane. Looks like they're heading slightly north. Looks like plenty of action actually. People jumping the centre part of this flight line. A few people jumping early. Looks like we've got a couple of Riot teams up at Campo Militar actually. Potentially a bit of clan on clan action going on. And looks like hard shift they've gone into Picado. Doesn't look like anybody else is with them though. So here we are, and right, okay, we are potentially going to be getting into some action quite quickly. The guys from ZPX here, not too far away from squad number 20. That's Fusion. And they're down there in the compound just opposite the road. And they've split themselves up a little bit on that side of the road. Doesn't look like anybody's looking to push, however. Let's have a look. Subi, see, managed to pick up already. So Scarell, M16. I'm certainly aware that there are people out there. Just playing it fairly quiet for the time being. And we've got quite a dear. They've become a little cut off and separated from each other. These chaps from Fusion. It all looks pretty quiet so far. There's our first circle. So we're pretty central there. I mean, apart from the guys who jumped early and went north, most people are going to be fairly okay for their rotations for phase number 1 of the game. Looks like the two squads up in Militar are pretty close to each other, but it doesn't appear to be any gunfire being exchanged just yet. Looks like Hard Shift managed to get Picado all to themselves, so they'll get nicely looted up. And okay, well, looks like Subi's actually on his own now. And putting some rounds in towards the guys with Fusion there. Getting a little bit of damage. Teammates are just off on the right flank, and that's Fallen doing some great work getting a knock there. Fallen again doing the business on Fusion there. So this 2-1 split they've got going on is working for him. With Subi's two buddies out on the right flank. It looks like he might have a quick look at 7 Atoms Trippy here. Yep, Subi gets a knock on Trippy there. Great shooting. Not quite getting the thirst. These guys playing it very well. It's first location from the drop. And just ditching his M16 there. Some sniper fire coming from his teammates off to the right. And they've managed to take those 2 kills, these guys, so nice start for the guys from squad number 4. Compound just opposite the road. And are they potentially looking to push into the guys from Fusion now? I think they may well be. Yeah, it looks like his buddies are coming down. Looking to push aggressively into the guys from Fusion here. Let's see how this is going to go. And come the nades, and that's doing some damage. And here they come. And that is Subi and Fallen doing the work there. So that is 4 kills for this team now in the early stages of the game. Well done indeed. They managed to pick up the guys from Fusion, and I think they also picked up a kill from 7 Atoms as well. So great early start for these guys from ZPX. Well played. Doesn't look like the guys up in Millbase are too intent on pushing at each other. Let's have a quick look at these fellas up in the northwest over here. Oh, it does look like we may have some action here. Hey, here we are with Sweet from Lionhearts. They're getting into it with one of the teams from Zen. Looks like one of the Lionhearts players already been taken out. Sweet managing to get a few rounds in there. Let's have a look at what Verts is having a look at that. So Ragnar up on the high ground, smoking out. Sweet just on the small compound, just in the distance there. Missy's already been knocked, so it's a 2-2 for these guys. And again, very early stages, so nobody looking to push it hugely aggressively at this point. We may come back to this one. Just want to check, see if we've got any action going on elsewhere. We have got a couple of teams up here in the west. Let's just have a quick look at them. I haven't seen any indication that these guys are actually shooting at each other yet, but let's have a look, shall we? That's a guy from 11. That's a team from Gen. We've also got team number 19. That's another squad from Fusion. Oof, and Storm definitely putting the damage into Damo there. Not quite getting the knock, but not far off. And then gets the knock on limited turbo, so certainly putting the hurt into the guys from Gen here. Some great work with the M4 there, Storm. Yeah, I'd keep your heads down if I were you fellas. And looks like Damo potentially looking to get down to his teammate here. Blue coming in, but only phase 1 of the game, so nothing too drastic at this moment in time. They haven't got too far to rotate either, so they do have some time. However, may well be that the guys from Fusion here want early rotations. Pick up a bit more loot along the way, and looks like they might potentially look to disengage from this one, or are they going to wait to see if our friends from Gen come out? We'll just stick with this one for the time being. I don't think there's a huge amount happening elsewhere, although I have noticed a couple of knocks. Where's that all kicking off? Okay, let's head back here. It looks like Sweet is the sole surviving member of that earlier fight we were watching between Zen and Lionheart. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. So, Ragnar is down. Captain 456 down. Verts is knocked. Venom smoking out, potentially looking to get to his teammate. Yep. A few more nades coming out, but Venom getting his teammate up, so it's going to be very quickly a 2-on-1 again. Let's see what Sweet is looking at. And Sweet not looking to rotate out of this one, potentially looking to take it on. Oh, well, Will. Fair play to her. Now, we've got Venom, I think, just the other side of those crates. Bert's just off to Venom's right. Say hello to everybody who's watching and commenting in the chat. Nice to have you here. Thank you. Yeah, Sweet's not looking to run away from this one, but she's not going to go charging in either. So it'll be interesting to see how this one pans out. Venom can't be too far away from this. No, very small peak of Venom there, just as he came around the other side of that crate. So he was literally just the other side of those crates. Sweet coming under a little bit of fire now. Yep, definitely had a quick little peek at Venom there, but it does look like Verts is going around for a flank. But Venom runs to draw out Sweet, gets a knock for it, but that enables Verts to hit from the flank and clear up for their third kill for this team. So no problem, Verts getting his team made up there. And yep, 3 kills, well thought out at the end there, clever play. Okay, there's our next circle. We're down to 57 players now, 20 teams. So it looks like we're heading a little bit more to the south and west of our previous circle. So a few players out to the north east with Reasonably lengthy rotation, nothing too challenging, but reasonably lengthy rotation. Looks like the guys from Gen have actually got the furthest to go. Let's have a quick check here. These guys from Hard Shift. Now they've lost one of their number, but they're got a few squads around them. These fellas. We got team number 4 from ZPX. Come on, graphics, do your job. Miramar's always the worst one. Love Rapid, great name, love that one. So we got team from Zen, team from ZPX, and a team from Hardshift. Looks like Subi has been taken out. Didn't manage to catch that one, but I'm sure somebody will have recorded the old death crate there to get their bonus points. Done very well in the early part of the game, taking 4 kills quite quickly, and they've taken another 4 since then. So probably Outman is going to try to see if he can get out of this and secure some placement points as well as some good kill points. We'll have to see if the others let him get away with that, of course. Alright, so he knows he's got a player from Zen just off. There we go. But he is taken out. So that is the end of the team from ZBX there. Jody from Zen doing the business. Not from Zen, sorry, my apologies. Is that I don't know. Doesn't help when people don't have clan tags on. I think it says it's a team from Zen on the rotor, but there's no Zen clan tag, so yeah, I'm not entirely certain. Okay, well, these guys are still getting into it potentially with the chaps from squad number 13. That is Hardshift. They're already they're one of their number down. We're down to 53 players now, 19 teams. Phase 2 of the game. A couple of teams prepared to push early stages, so we've had some good engagements already. Okay, let's have a look at the rest of the map. Play zone taking out some of the guys from Gen there, I think. Okay, let's have a look at the guys from DTX here. They're not too far away from a team from Fusion. And just love it when their graphics don't play. Yeah, and the guy's rotating away, so it's going to be a speculative shot, but you never know. Might be a little far for an M762 spray, but I love the effort. Okay, there's our next circle. So that's hard shifted up in the opposite direction of the last one. Last one went southwest. This one's shifted northeast. These teams up in the north, not too far away. The guys from 7 Atoms, not too far away. Also, looks like they're going to be running into hard shift pretty soon. So let's have a quick look at these guys. Come on, get. Oof, dear, this rendering sometimes drives me crazy. There we go. That's hard shift getting into it with 7 Atoms. They've already managed to get 1 kill on these guys. We've got another team rotating through by vehicle. It's not. It's that same team again. Hey, let's have a look at Owen here. Just getting some meds on. We got team number 15 just off to the right. That's a DH team. So look at what Kenzo's up to. These guys taking a bit of cover, taking the opportunity to get some meds in. Let's have a look at £1 Fish. See what they're having a look at. Potentially looking to third party this situation. Seeing if they can get eyes on. Fish looking to take some high ground there. It's still a fairly medium range engagement so far, but guys from Team 9 occupying this high ground. Plenty of players rotating through on the road. But oh yeah, they're certainly putting a hurt in there. I think it was a combination of different shots from the squad driving by, and some rounds from squad number 9 here helping them along the way. 6 kills now for this team. Just outside of a red zone here. We're in phase number 3 of the game. We're down to 40 players. Oof, I'm getting dinged for it there, Aaron. Here with Owen from 7 Atoms. He's got himself some tap fire with the Mini 14. And looks like our next circle's going to break, and these guys are outside of it. You guys, they're fighting just on the edge, but that means 7 Atoms are going to have to push forward, or at least grab a vehicle and rotate through fast. Looks like guys who were following from Zen earlier find themselves just out in the blue. 1 minute 38 seconds till our next zone pops, and phase number 4 of the game, so it'll start to hurt a bit. Let's have a look at the situation on the ground here. Not too many people actually in zone or located in zone just yet. Looks like 7 Atoms going for a rotation. We'll just follow this one, see if they draw some fire along the way. May well do. Looks like they're looking to skirt the edge of the blue here. And yet taking some fire. But yeah, circling the edge of the blue, looking to come in narrow side of circle. That's going to put them pretty close to the guys from DH, I think. Managing to put some rounds into Fish there. Fish had a great start to the game, I think in game 1 actually, last week in DH squads. Oof, no, you don't want to do that, Fish. Oof, dear, yeah, that's a headache you won't get over for a couple of days. But yeah, Fish had a great start to a game on DH Trios the other day, taking about 4 kills early stage, managed to get all of her teammates up, his teammates up, sorry. Playing really well. So the guys from DH now blowing the car. So that's limiting the options for the guys from 7 Atoms. They're now getting pushed out from the blue, so they've got to push into these guys from DH. Using the only available cover here in the tree. And they're sticking rounds into each other there, but it does look like they managed to get a knock on Tequila there, I think. Kenzo has been knocked also, so it looks like Owen's only option here is to finish this fight. Try and get to his teammate, but no, Fish doing the business there, so great fight. The guys from DH taking out a big scalp there in the guys from 7 Atoms, so well done, fellas. So down to 32 teams, 32 players now, 14 teams. We're here with squad number 9. They're getting into it with team from ZPX. So have a look at Corpse and the fellas. Certainly putting in the rounds, but that's Corpse knocked. Tycho's knocked. Let's have a look at Crash. Crash the only one up at this moment in time. So certainly going to get pushed from these fellas, I feel. Yep, and that is the team from ZPX out. So 10 kills for these guys now, team number 9. Certainly doing very well. Phase 5 of the zone, phase 5 of the game though, and they've got the longest rotation. So they need to start moving. Okay, it's not letting up here. So let's have a look at the guys from team 22. That's Salty Snakes. Looks like they're getting into it with team number 12 from Rendezvous. We've got another team from 7 Atoms out there just off to the right, not too far away. Looks like the guys from Rendezvous taking a bit of damage. And yeah, looks like I am game getting out the molly there. So Snout looking to get to his knocked teammates, get these guys back on their feet, get more guns in the game. Got a little bit of cover with this reverse slope here. We're down to 18 players now, 8 teams. But taking some rounds. And so Junior is up, but I don't think they're going to get to their teammates. So no Probot is down. So that's these guys down to a 2 now. Siren looks like she's just taken a knock. Where are these guys? And yeah, these guys are fighting out outside the zone here. So oh dear, let's see if we can get in there. No, I think that fight's over. It looks like Siren's the only one going to be walking out of that. So here with Sponge just outside of zone. Where's our next conflict likely to be? Looks like guys from hard shift rotating in quickly in the vehicle. Taking some fire, blowing their own vehicle as cover. Taking some damage, and that is Sponge knocked by Lotus there. These guys from squad number 9 certainly lighting it up. So we're down to 10 players left alive. 4 teams still contesting. These guys have just outside the circle, phase 6 of the game, so they've got to go in for a rotation. Looks like they're just going to crash straight in, hard and fast. They've got slippery, Salty Snake, sorry, off to their left. Managing to use the ground well. Still got the guys from 18 Atoms just over to their front. Over to his front. And some long range spray work that puts Snipes down. That's 15 kills for these guys now. Looks like his teammates coming in to join him. So potentially that's Clay from 7 Atoms on his own. Still got Salty Snakes out here as well, but these guys occupying a good location, centre of zone, getting the smokes out, cover their flanks. And certainly putting some more damage into CJ there from 7 Atoms, blows his vehicle, and the play zone does the rest. So it looks like basically it's Salty Snakes. We've still got one surviving member, I think, of DH lurking out there somewhere. And there it's our next circle shift. And DH are right on top of the high ground here. But they're out of zone, so they are going to have to move. Salty Snakes just holding edge of zone here. These guys top of the high ground here, and yeah, they're going to have to find a way down. They've got 50 seconds. And the Salty Snakes have definitely got a good idea on their location. And looking at that, I don't know if there is a safe way down there. Maybe. Or they're just going to be content to try and fight from up here. We'll have to see. Okay, that's Fish knocked. Wally is there, and I don't think these guys from Ditch are going to manage to get themselves down here. We're here with the two guys from Salty Snakes. They're still getting into it with team number 9, who I've got listed as a team from Xeno Tactic, though I don't recognise their names from Zen at all. No Zen clan tags, so yeah, that's interesting. So we're down to the last 2 teams now. It's not. Salty Snakes have been wiped out. And it looks like Where's Wally's the last one standing. And yeah, looks like Jody getting in the kill shot there. So we're just going to have to assume that the roster that I got at the beginning is correct there, because I have squad number 9 registered as Xeno. No Xeno clan tags. Certainly not names I recognise. So, as I said, interesting. But they did very, very well in first place. 20 kills for that team. 12 for Jody. It's probably going to make them going to make him the individual kill leader, and certainly that team kill leaders for that game. In second place, we have the guys from DH. 2 kills for them. And in third place, the team from Salty Snakes with 2 kills for those guys. We'll just have a quick look down the rest of the list, see if we have any more noticeable high kill numbers. Although I have to say, I don't think I've seen anything anywhere near to Jody. I don't think Jody's going to get threatened for top fragger in that particular game. Ant-Man picking up 4. Those guys got in some nice early action, but yeah, by far and away our team kill leaders and individual kill leaders both coming from our winners of game number 1, squad number 9. And again, I'm going to have to assume from Xeno Tactic, because nothing there says Zen, does it? Just going by what is on the roster there. So some great first game in Miramar there. I believe we're on Erangel for game number 2. So I will take a quick break and be back with you very, very shortly. Thank you all very much for watching game number 1, and see you all very, very soon for game number 2. Bye for now. Okay, hi there boys and girls, and welcome back for game number 2. So, here on Erringle. So, follow our hosts, Riot, down on the drop. Great game 1. Guys from Zen, 20 kills I think for that team, 12 for Jody. Fantastic work. So, let's have a look at our flight line. Okay, pretty much central map. Going from the west to the east. So School, Pachinki, all in range. North George, George Bolcrate, sorry, certainly in range. And yeah, Yasnaya, potentially the opportunity for people to hit the road early and try to get across the mill base, so we'll see. Looks like the guys from squad number 6, Xeno Bots, they've headed down to the south, so they may well be going to either Primorsk or looking to get a vehicle, go to mill base. Nobody with them, so if they wanted to go to mill base, looks like they might have it on their own. Looks like our guys from Riot here, they're going to be coming into Rojok by the look of it. They've got teams not too far away. It's team number 7, that's a Xeno tactic team. Yeah, Spartan, if you couldn't hear me, mates, because I didn't have my my microphone on during the intermission. Should be on now, though. So you should hopefully be hearing me once we're actually in the map. So let me know if you can't, obviously. That would be very helpful. I think we were coming through okay, though, in game number 1. Certainly a little bit I checked back on the stream, certainly seemed to be okay. So we've got Jen, we've got the guys from Zen, there's Naughty there, not too far off. Let's have a look at him. He's not normally too far away from action, that fella. So he managed to pick himself up, he's got himself a Bison. 2 scope. Let me just check that we're coming out on the old stream here. These guys are quite happy to get looted up for the time being. Getting paranoid that I can't, my mic's not on now, so I'm just going to have to very quickly listen into the stream. But fairly certain it is, I turned it off during the intermission. And Naughty putting some rounds towards Ghost. Doesn't look like any getting in there though. Boys and girls, and welcome back for game. Yeah, there we go. Just checking that the stream actually does have volume. Dear me. Right, if you guys are watching the stream now, you should be getting some sound. That's yeah, sick. Oh dear. Oh dear, 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 dear. What are we looking at for the delay? Yeah, we're looking at about 4 minutes, mate. 4.5 minutes. Okay, so these guys have exchanged a few shots with each other, but nothing too aggressive so far. Let's have a quick look at our map. So nice central zone, actually. A couple of teams did head down to Millbase Island. Zen didn't know, they stayed in Primorsk. A couple of teams off to the northwest around the Kameshki area. A couple of teams, looks like they're in George Crates and around the hospital area. Quite a bit going on there. Okay, let's get back with these guys. Looks like they're closing in each other. Some nades going in. Let's have a look what Ghost is up to. Doing some work with the Car 98. Who's ghosting with? Envy and Diva. And yeah, he's definitely got a quick look at these fellas. Might have something going on. And there's a gunfight going on at the top of these stairs there. Ghost covering with the sniper rifle. Looks like he's looking to get over there though. Naughty getting rezzed. Kronos doing the business there. So Naughty just about getting himself up. More throwables coming in. So it looks like the guys from Riot are looking to push this. But looks like... and this is... looks like Envy has been knocked. Big chunk coming out of Naughty there from a nade. These guys pushing at each other very, very hard. But it does look like Zen have just managed to take that one. And looks like they're going to be able to get their teammates up. So 3 kills for the guys from Zen. They're pretty close fight though. The guys from Gen certainly, from Riot certainly made them work for that one. But yeah, the guys from Zen pulling it off there. Okay, we've got a couple of teams pretty close to each other up in. Let's have a look. That's squad number 11. Let's head up there. That's a team from Gen. Looks like they're getting into it not too far away from the guys from ZPX. Ah, yes, the floating rocks of Erringle. Fantastic work. Yep, great stuff. Love to see that. Looks like Subi potentially. Subi's the player with the bounty on him, so. Zubi looks like getting some getting a nade out. Molly follows it. And Damo going to get pushed on by these guys pretty aggressively, I imagine. He's the last surviving member of his team. Looks like Sibo's taking a high ground. Yeah. And Subi doing the business there. Gets the kill on Damo there. That's 2 kills for this team now. Great work from these guys. Had a very good early start to game number 1 also. Okay, so how are we looking? 19 teams left alive. We have 55 players. Let's just have a quick look. It looks like we might have a couple of teams getting into it at the top here. This is one of the teams from DH. Looks like One Pound Fish and Where's Wally have been taken out. Potentially Tequila going to get pushed on by one of the other teams from Riot here. That's let's have a look. We've got Zen, Goddess, and Killam. Tequila's got a quick look at Zen there. And no doubt the other 2 guys will be looking to exploit this. But Tequila doing the business there and gets the knock on Zen with the AK. Goddess out in the open. Oof. But great covering fire, and Goddess doing the business with the Uzi there. And yeah, nade went in for good measure. So That's 3 kills for the guys from Riot here. They should be able to get the rest of their teammates up and be ready for the next phase of the game. So great work, boys and girls. Okay, looks like we've got some action going on with the guys from Fusion, potentially getting into 7 atoms, and we just caught the end of that one. Looks like 7 atoms have cleared out the team from Fusion. They're lining it up by the looks of it. 6 kills so far. They've got all 3 of their team members up and running, so great work from those guys. Okay, the blue's starting to push in now. We'll have to see if these guys on build base are going to have to rotate north in our next phase of play. We haven't got anybody really looking to camp the bridges at this moment in time, although you've got the guys from Zen coming across. Okay, let's have a look at the guys from squad number 7. They're getting into some action here. Yes. The God damn. Yeah. Oh, this is right. Okay, there we go. By the time the graphics render, the fight's over. We've got to move somewhere else. It's getting to be a pain. This is. Actually, let me just check that. See if we can do something about that. I mean, we've managed to get it down. Let's see if we can reduce it down even lower. Let's see if we can. There we go. Still got shadows and reasonable graphics there, so let's see if we can make that work a little easier. Okay, we're down to 43 players, 15 teams still alive. This squad from Zen already managed to pick up 6 kills so far. Let's have a look. Our guys from team number 9, who are our winners in game number 1. I haven't seen too much from them just yet. They're just going to be on the edge of the next circle. There's our circle. So, yeah, Millbase Island, the northern coast of it is still going to be in play, but no real advantage to staying there. So I'd imagine the guys from Elusive will be looking to rotate soon. Okay, let's have a look at squad number 13. That's the guys from Hardshift. They're in the ruins area. Nobody too close. We had a bit of early action, but it seems to be quietening down just a little bit in this sort of middle part of the game. People looking to pick their locations. So a lot of people heading into the center of this circle. Pretty quiet. Let's check out our winners from game number 1. That's Jody, Erin, and Lotus. Looks like they might be getting into it with one of the squads from Gen. They're rotating through in from Riot. They're rotating through in a vehicle. This is getting horrendous. Come on. Not a huge amount happening in this middle part of the game. Why I'm getting such a horrendous graphic glitch here. I mean, 60 ping, that's actually very high for me. That's weird. 70 ping? Probably doesn't help that my partner's in the other room playing the game as well, so that might have something to do with it. These guys not too far away from a drop. Okay, let's have and that looks like Probot has been knocked. So jump in with Snout here. Yeah, I'm not having such a great time with this graphic rendering at the in game 2. It wasn't actually that bad in game 1, but seems to be more of a problem now. Right, okay, let's check out squad number 9. Come on, let's get... Oh, come on, this is getting maddening. I've lowered it down as far as it can go. I don't know why I'm getting such graphic glitch here. This is horrendous. Look at this. It's taking forever to render in. This is crazy. I don't know if anybody else is having problems with this. I know a couple of days ago we had some horrible ping spikes in for just about everybody who was playing, actually, as I recall, the other night. Only 36 players left alive. In phase 2 of the game, phase 3 very, very shortly. These guys got themselves a good location, but they're potentially looking to rotate, go and find themselves some more trouble. 6 kills for this team already. And there's our next zone. That's quite a hard shift up to the north. These guys have got themselves a good location, centre zone. Looks like we've got plenty of people coming in from the west. Some fast rotations. Let's just check out the guys on hard shift here, because the direction they're coming in may well bring them into contact. That's guys from 7 Adams up there. And looks like Sponge just looking ahead straight into the zone, bypass that one. Probably just find some reverse slope, put the vehicle on, and maybe look to engage. Or just drive very aggressively straight at them. Yeah, these guys got themselves a pretty nice location here. Let's look at the guys from Salty Snakes. Looks like they're not too far away, actually, from team number 9, who are lighting it up in game number 1. And looks like they're getting pushed on. I am game doing his best to get Fuji res there. All three guys now from Salty Snakes back on their feet. And yeah, I mean these guys were hitting each other pretty hard towards the end of game number 1 actually. And looks like I Am Game's got a look at Erin here. Took a bit of damage for it. But and that is I Am Game knocked. Let's have a look at Avery getting some throwables out. Trying to get some smokes. And yeah, that's Jody doing the business again. So that's the guys from Salty Snakes wiped. So 9 kills for this team now. I'm hoping we're okay. I've just had an error message flash on my screen. I think that's probably why I'm getting some nasty ping and graphic rendering issues. But all the time the stream is actually running. We're just going to crack on. 32 players left alive, 12 teams. 9 kills for this team now. So I think we've got 20 kills in game number 1. So yeah, carrying on the way they did in game number 1. Okay, that's our general situation on the ground. And well, looks like these guys might be getting into it with who's that? Fusion down there in the small compound. So well, if these guys are true to form, they're potentially going to look to are they just going to go straight at it and crash this compound? Let's have a look. And yeah, I think they're just going to crash straight into it. And that's Wolf knocked. Jody not messing about, not even bothering with the thirst. But Jody has been knocked. And Jody has also been thirsted. So that's a kill leader from game number 1 taken out. So very aggressive push there, but it's cost them at least 1 player so far, but the nade's going in. Erin has been knocked. Lotus now getting into it with these 2 fellas. So Bar and Wolf pushing round. Lotus manages to get the knock on Bar, but Wolf comes round the flank, takes him out. So that is our winners of game number 1 taken out. Certainly cost them though. Miz taken out and thirsted. Bar knocked, but Wolf should be able to get the revive on there. Some great action from these 2 teams. Very aggressive play from the guys from Zen there, and it cost them a little bit, but very exciting stuff. Certainly the amount of kills they were putting in game number 1, I didn't think they were going to be too passive on that one. So yeah, great action, guys, and well done to the guys from Fusion there. Big scalp taken. Okay, we're down to what we got, 21 players left alive, 9 teams. Got 7 atoms looking to rotate down to the southwest. These guys still got a little bit of a way to go to rotate in. Let's have a quick look at team number 7 from Zen. They're down to 2 players, but they're not too far off. Who's that? They're potentially getting into it with Elusive, who are in a small compound just outside of Circle. Phase number 4 of the game, so these guys are... yeah, they're not going to want to be out in this for too much longer. We've got not a huge amount of time. Yeah, and the blue is starting to push on the guys from Elusive down there in their compound. So are they going to make a move? I think they're going to have to. See if they've got any vehicles available to them. And that is Mustang getting a knock. And a thirst on Rambo there. He just dip inside, but getting third-partied here by, let's have a look. That's probably team number 21. That's the fellas who were just in action against Zen. So, looks like guys, and there's plenty of action going on in this southern sector of the map. And looks like these guys are looking to push into the southern end of the circle. We're going to get into it with Fusion in there. Mustang probably still getting engaged a little bit down with Elusive. Cronus looking to push into this fight between Fusion and... Oof, and Cronus has been knocked. So that's Mustang, the last remaining member of this team, still up and running. Oh, that actually might not be too bad. Sweet is not far from there where that nade just went. Trying to do his very best to get the res on his teammates, but the guys from DTK not too far away also. Down to 15 players, 7 teams. My choice of England shirt seems to be offending some of the people who are who are watching in the chat. My apologies, boys and girls. What can I say? So that is the guys from squad number 24 rotating through quickly, trying to get into zone. There's still a lot of action going on this southern edge of zone here. And we're here now with squad number 24 from DTK. They've managed to just find themselves potentially edge of zone, but they've still got the guys from squad number 7 up on the high ground to their right. We're down to 10 players now. Still 4 teams, however. And we've got Solo up there from squad number 17. We've got the guys from Hard Shift over there off to the east, looking for an easy rotation. So the guys from 7 Atoms now going for a rotation into Circle. Let's go and check on these guys. So they've managed to find themselves a compound at the edge of Circle. Phase number 6 of the game. 58 seconds till it breaks. And yep, here go the guys from Hard Shift, and looks like they're coming in at the same compound very aggressively actually. So CJ getting some nades out nice and early. This could actually favour the players who are maintaining a little bit of a low profile. And they've got the high ground here, the guys from DDK, but they are DDTK, but they're well out of circle, and you can't afford to be in it when it starts to push, and that's going to happen in 20 seconds. And looks like Hardsman's certainly getting some rounds into the guys from DDK there. They don't really have a lot of choice, those fellas. I think their vehicle was blown, so they've got to rotate in on foot, and the blue is at their back. So they are going to be somewhat left open to, yeah, and I think Hardman takes one. 7 Atoms take another. So we're down to these 2 teams now. It's guys from Hard Shift and the guys from 7 Atoms. Tripping's been knocked. And you have to say the potential advantage here with hard shift. 7 Atom's got a player down. And 7 Atom's slightly outside the zone here, so they've got to push. And I think that's it. I think the guys from hard shift took it there. Yes, they did indeed. Oh, well done to those guys. Great fight. Bit quiet middle part of the game, but certainly came alive again in the last 10-15 minutes or so. So fantastic work from the guys from hard shift there. That's 9 kills, 6 for Hardman. 9 kills for the guys in second for 7 Atoms, and DTK coming in third with 3 kills. So let's just have a quick look. I think Hardman there, 6 kills is our individual kill leader. We've got Cronus on 4, Bar on 4. Vert's also managing to pick up 4. Few people with 4 actually. Erin and Lotus with 4. And I don't think we've got any more than that. So it looks like Hardman is our individual kill leader with 6 for game number 2. Well done to the guys from Hard Shift. So that's a win for Zen, a win for Hard Shift in games 1 and 2. I think we're on Vikendi for game number 3. So yeah, I'm going to have a quick break. Don't worry if you can't hear any sound. I am going to turn my microphone off. And hopefully we'll see you very shortly for game number 3. Thank you very much for watching so far, and see you soon. Okay, boys and girls, here we are for game number 3, and yep, this time we are on Vikendi. Okay, game number 3 has some cracking action in games 1 and 2. We'll follow Goddess down on the drop this time. Let's have a look at our flight line. So we're going from the south to the north. Villa's certainly going to be in range. Dobro certainly. Mount Kreshnik. Potentially Cosmodrome also. Um, 71 players in, so we might have lost somebody, I think, maybe. So Goddess and the guys from Riot, looks like they're heading off to the west coast around the Dobro area. And you have to say, the majority of players hitting the northern part of the island. We'll certainly make sure we check where the first zone shift is. Can be absolutely brutal on Vikendi, as we all know. Looks like these guys have got a team from Gen not too far away, straight on landing, so potentially some early action. And Goddess doing the business with a UMP there. That's one of the guys from Gen knocked. And looks like the remaining, looks like the players from squad number 11 have become a little bit separated off from each other. He's knocked on the roof. Let's have a look at Damo here. So one of his teammates already been taken out. And somewhat separated from his other teammate. Let's just check our zone, and there we go. A lot of people drop north from the plane, and yeah, hard shift to the south. For circle number 1 of the game. Half of that's in the water, so a lot of rotations from these guys from the north, and a lot of concentration of players up here in the north. We're just going to have a quick look at squad number 10 from Gen. It's Nick, Fitzy and Temp. What's the giant grub up to? It looks like the guys from DTK looking to rotate. And let's check out this action up in the north. That looks like some of the chaps from Zen. And this potentially looks like a little bit of clan on clan, actually. Missy knocked. Vert's the only one of this particular team up and running at this moment in time. Missy is now down. Let's see if the team number 7 from Zen are going to hunt down their teammate aggressively, or clanmate aggressively. Certainly not normally shy about wasting each other, the fellows from Zen. And Vert's putting a bit of a hurt on the Mustang there, but certainly drawn fire by revealing his location. I'd imagine at this stage he's just going to be happy if he manages to get a thirst on a couple of them. But yeah, they're coming in hard and fast for him. I think the writing's on the wall here for poor old Verts, but he's not going to go out without a fight. Come on, have some fire. Yep, he's going to make it hurt. And here we go. But oof, that was brutal. Yeah. Have some rounds to the face, my friend. So the guys from Zen there picking up 3 kills. Well done. Squad wipe on their fellow clan members. So these guys up in the north, they've separated themselves off somewhat. They all know they've got lengthy rotations. They all want to get looted. Let's have a look at our winners from game number 2. That's Hard Shift. They're not too far away from squad number 4. That's a team from ZPX. Let's have a look at what Ant-Man's up to. Ant-Man taking a few rounds. Love Rapid, certainly taking a little bit of damage there. Subi not too far away. Can't see Fallen just yet. Subi's up on the roof. And yeah, there's Fallen coming into play just off to the left. We've got Sponge out there, Hardman, who is our kill leader for game number 2, out there as well. And looks like we've got a team from Zen potentially looking to come into this one. Now, that's Subi getting the knock on Hardman, I think. Yes. But one of his teammates has also been knocked. And look at this, team number 7 rotating in hard and fast from the north of this position. Here they come. So good work there, Fuller gets inside, Subi getting the res on. And let's have a look at what our friends from Zen are going to do. They've already taken a couple of early scalps. Okay, let's check out Sponge. Right, Love Rapid has become somewhat isolated off here. But you never know. A little bit of attention from the guys from Zen coming into this fight to third party might take the pressure off a little bit. Initially, some early exchanges of fire, but everybody's sort of consolidating their position a little. Hardman was an early casualty there. 4 kills for this team already, though. And looking to potentially change the angle on the engagement here. So that Mustang up to here. Nemris taking up a position on the roof now. I think he might have had a quick look at some of the guys from ZPX there. Yep, you can see Ant-Man out in the open. Let's look at what Cronus has got to look at here. He's looking to get a nade out. So blue is now coming in, only phase 1 of the game, however. And that looks like Mustang taking some rounds. Cronus getting into it with Subi, and oof, my word, manages to take out Subi, but only just, and is in turn very quickly taken out. Nemris, the only member of Nemris, is still up. Let's look. Mustang is still up. I have to say, at this moment in time, the advantages do seem to be with the fellas from Zen here. Fallen doing his best to get some meds in. He's got 2 teammates knocked. Looks like helmet's also been damaged beyond repair. Vesta's looking pretty shot as well. He's only level 1'd up, but does beautiful work there. Fantastic work taking out Mustang. And looks like he's going to just about manage to get the res on Subi just in time, and might also be able to get Ant-Man up as well. So, yeah, some fantastic work from the guys from ZPX there. 7 kills already. Found themselves fighting it out between 2 squads there, and have managed to not only prevail, but come out with all 3 of their team members up and running. They need to do a bit of looting, these fellas, though, but they've got plenty of death crates around them. So, yeah, great play from the guys from ZPX there. Okay, let's check out where we are. Now we've got this this hard zone shift down to the south. Let's just have a quick check here. We've got some Riot guys getting potentially very close to chaps from 7 Atoms. We're down to 42 players left alive, 16 teams. Come on, come on, come on. And, right, okay. These guys a little bit separated from each other. And occupying a very good location here, actually, in Volnova. Certainly when you get circles like this, sometimes it does tend to break around these towns either side of the river, which leads to some very interesting rotations late in game. So, yeah, probably good real estate to be keeping hold of, but looks like these guys are now starting to get into it, and looks like Diva has, in fact, been knocked. Ghost not too far away, though, by the look of it, so should be able to get the res on his teammate, and has managed that. Yep, well done. Well played, Ghost. MV forward, so he's going to look at these 2 fellas from 7 Atoms. Looks like Stipes is out in the open. Yeah, just going building to building. Hard cover to hard cover. Looking to get up on a roof. Okay, let's have a look at our situation. We've got a concentration of teams off up to the north here. We'll stay with this gunfight for the time being. So Trippy from 7 Atoms has been knocked, and that is Snipes taking some rounds from Ghost there. Great flanking move from Ghost there. Snipes hugging the hell out of that chimney, doesn't want to get thirsted up. And off the roof. So CJ, the last man up still from this team. And got some rounds into Diva there, but Diva doing the business. Yep, doing the business with a sniper rifle there. Great shot with the M24. And that is 6 kills now for team number 2 from Riot. Well played to Ghost Diva and Envy, having a good part of the game. And this is an excellent location, and it looks like they've got a... Yep, looks like they've got a crate just the other side of the river. Let's have a look at what's in here. And, oof, yes, AWM. So, yeah. Whoever's into a bit of sniping is going to like that. Diva getting a great shot with the M24. Sure, love to swap that one out for an AWM. So we'll have to see if these guys are potentially going to go for that. But we'll leave these guys alone. They've got a little bit of space around them. Let's jump up to the north. Looks like the guys from Fusion are getting into it. And, yeah, looks like they've been taken out by team number 4, who we were following earlier from ZPX. They're lighting it up again. 10 kills for these guys now. They've managed to establish themselves a bit of space, northern part of the circle. They can get themselves looted up and look to their next rotation. Let's check out team number 6 from Zen, who we are with Ninja Pizza. Not too far away from some of the chaps from Jen, Fitzy, Nick, and Temp. And ouch! No, we do not like that. Right, I've so the game freeze. Oh, you git! Don't do that to me. And yep, sorry about this, boys and girls. We've just had a game freeze there. Now, it's happened before, so I'm hoping that it comes back fairly quickly. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much indeed. I hate when it does that. I don't think the graphics settings can be set any lower. No, they can't. Oof, that one, yeah. Okay, let's crack on. Okay, we're down to 29 players left alive. 10 teams still contesting match number 3. And yeah, it looks like we are going to be around the Volnova area, so not certain which side of the river it's going to favour. Certainly favouring the western half of the half of this circle so far. We've got team number 10 and team number 14 still off to the eastern part of the river. And the ground that Ghost and the guys fought for so hard earlier on is probably going to prove quite vital. Be interesting to see if one of them actually did get across the river to get that AWM. Let's check on the guys from squad number 14. Looks like they're potentially getting into it with team number 6. That's Neo. And yeah, he's seen him. So, and he went for the thirst on Neo, but it was in turn knocked. Neo knocked. We're here with Captain 456. Ninja Pizza thirsts up Ragnar. Oof, and that nearly cost him. So, looks like Captain 456 looking to have it on his toes. He wants out of this one. I can't say I blame him. Or is he going to come back and have another look? Just change his angle. No, he's having another look. But Alex, Neo, and Pizza all back on their feet, getting the meds in. We're in phase 4 of the game. It's going to break pretty soon. And it'll be interesting to see where our next circle breaks. And bang, there we go, right over Volnova. So Ghost and the fellas earlier, just yeah, keeping that wonderful location they had. So we're going to get a lot of rotations in from these guys from the south. Let's go and check that out. So we got team number 3 from Gen rotating in a vehicle by the look of it. ZPX also looking to rotate in quickly. Yeah, these guys are obviously hit a crate. And we've still got Captain 456 out there. With the guys from Zen, but I think they've taken them out. So we are down to 24 players, 8 teams. ZPX Fallen has been somewhat separated off from his teammates, obviously only having the 2-seater vehicle for the rotation, so he's making his way in on foot. We've got 21 Fusion down there. We've got, I think there's only one player left from squad number 12, that's Rendezvous. And looks like we've got 2 teams from Riot, certainly looking to consolidate their positions in the town area of Volnova. And Fallen, who was separated, has been jumped on by the guys from Fusion there, and his teammates are a bit too far away to give him any help, so he has now been taken out. Let's check out the guys from Fusion here. So they got ZPX not too far away in the distance. They got team number 12 from Rendezvous, also not too far away. So a lot of people on this southern edge of the circle in phase number 5 of the game. 1 minute 20 till our next circle breaks. So they've got a little bit of time. There's our general layout. A lot of teams quite close to each other, and it's going to be some house-to-house fighting maybe for the end part of the game. Certainly, sometimes this can. I think the last game I did on Vikendi that ended up around the Volnova area, it actually ended up with the circle closing in phase 9. There were people leaping everywhere just to try and get in. It was hugely exciting. So yeah, we'll have to see what we get for this one. Squad from DH over there. ZPX. 2 teams from Riot. Oh, yeah, so a lot of players still around, and with reasonable amount of cover for phase 6 of the game. And it looks like Ghost has just put the hurt on Ninja Pizza. Let's go and check that out. Right, these guys have found themselves out of circle now. So, great location they had earlier. So, Ghost is now taking care of Ninja Pizza. So, Alex and Neo find themselves the wrong side of the river with Riot camping the other side of it. But Riot have got to be careful they don't get caught out here. That blue's going to start moving on them pretty soon. Phase 6 of the game, you really can't afford to be out in it for any length of time. But Ghost, yep, holding this ground beautifully here. That's just him putting the knock on Neo. As Alex taking a chunk and knocking Fitzy there. Fitzy also trying to come in from the blue. And phase 6, he's probably going to bleed out long before anybody can get to him, I think. Guys from Riot have to move here, though. Yep. I've read that right. They've managed to get some kills, but I don't think the guys from Zen are going to make it. No, they're not. So we're down to 18 players, 7 teams. And this is going to be some house-to-house stuff now. Hugely exciting. Always love zones like this. Guys from DH still in the mix. We've got Fusion. We've got another team from Riot, ZPX, who've been lighting it up. They're still well involved. Nick has managed to just about find himself edge of circle, but he's just the wrong side of the blue again, so he needs to move. And just makes it in there, so he's the last surviving member of his team, but he's not getting any luck here whatsoever. He has to push forward again. Let's look at what Goddess is seeing here. So they've got a situation on the roofs just inside of circle. Phase 6 of the game, using the door there to get some elevation. Well played. And yeah, this is a very small zone for 6 teams and 15 players. Let's check out the guys from Rendezvous, because they have still got to move in and they know they've got plenty of players in front of them. So they're using the cover they have to move in, but that's going to put them in very close to the fellows from ZPX very soon. We've managed to find themselves just inside of zone though, but they're getting into it with the guys from ZPX. That's Probot down. And yeah, that's the guy from Rendezvous taking out the guys from ZPX, doing the business again. And looks like Deathly Hallows might be finding themselves in a world of hurt here anytime soon. Let's have a look at £1 Fish. So they've got themselves just inside. Riot squad number 2 have managed to rotate in beautifully. The other team from Riot have also rotated in beautifully. You have to say, I think how many kills these guys got now? The guys from ZPX, 13 kills for this team now. And these guys are making their way north. So we've got 4 teams still left alive. We've got 2 guys from DH still out there. We've got a full squad from Riot, squad number 2. That's Ghost. And there's our next circle, phase 8 of the game. And ZPX have found themselves out of it. Everybody else is managing to just hug onto a position in zone. So that's actually really hurt the guys from ZPX. They've got to move. And this is going to come down to where the zone closes. I feel we're going to have people leaping off roofs trying to get into the circle as it closes. And as ZPX come in, they're taking fire. They've managed to just find themselves edge of circle here. Phase 8 of the game. Phase 9 going to be on us in less than 5 seconds. They're right on top of each other now. 10 players still contesting this. 4 teams still contesting this very exciting final phase of the game here. And that sounded like something nasty. No, just a smoke. Subi managing to get some meds in. Yeah, you can't. That's how small the zone is. Can't even magnify it anymore. So we've got Tequila and Fish up on some roofs there. Killam is just below them. Goddess is up in the building just there. So you have to say, I mean, they've separated themselves off a little bit, the guys from Riot here. But I think at this point, everybody's just trying to find a little corner where they're not out of zone. Looks like Tequila has now been knocked by Subi. And that's it. The blue is now going to push. You've got to get that res on if you're going to do it. And yeah, you can't even see the circle now. 10 players all in this tiny little zone. This is going to come into who jumps into the circle as it closes. So we'll take an overview of this one. I think it's going to be impossible to try and follow an individual player with this many players in such a small space. But you have to say, so Subi and Ant-Man somewhat isolated there, finding the only cover they can. Subi has in fact been knocked. You have to say, positionally, the 3 players from team number 2 are looking very good at this point. Ghost getting the knock on £1 Fish there. Tequila's still up and running. Plenty of smokes going out. Still got 10 players left alive. Phase 9 of the game. The circle is going to start to move in 6 seconds. So, yeah. Your guess is as good as mine, boys and girls. This is really going to come down to who's got the most meds, who runs forward. So Zen pushing it towards Ant-Man there. Looks like Zen has in fact been knocked. Took a chunk out of Ant-Man though. Fish moving in. The guys from Riot moving in as well. Everybody just jumping into circle as quickly as they can as it closes. And your guess is still as good as mine. This is absolutely crazy. They're all just fighting out in the middle there. Ant-Man and I think Ant-Man might have got it. I think he might have got it. That was absolutely crazy, and he did. That was absolutely crazy. Into game number 3 there. Very exciting stuff, though. I love those type finishes around Volnova when you tend to get them on Vikendi, where it literally goes house to house and the circle closes in. Yeah, fantastic stuff there. Really, really great stuff. Enjoyed that a great deal. Okay, in first place, ZPX. They have, 13-15 kills, 7 for Subi. Played well in all 3 games, actually. The guys from ZPX, well done. In second place, I think this is another second. That's 2 second places, I think, this evening. The guys from DH, 3 kills, all for £1 Fish. And in third place, Zen Goddess Killam from Riot with 2 kills apiece. That's 6 kills for that team. Okay, let's have a look at individual kills. Looks like Subi so far with 7, although MV picking up for Riot in 4th place there. Let's just have a quick scan down. 3 for Towel, 4 for Storm, 3 for Sponge there. Who's that? 3 for Jody. Did kill leader in game number 1. I think got 12 in game number 1. Jody, great game on Miramar. Okay. So yes, ZPX are winners of game number 3. We had Hardshift game number 2 and Zen in game number 1. So it's always great when you have 3 different clans winning the events. A bit boring sometimes when one clan or one team dominates it all. So it's great to have lots of people in contesting the games. Some fantastic action in game number 3 there. I think you'll all agree that was just mental at the end. Could have gone either way. But yeah, Ant-Man jumped into one of those little kiosks there and managed to find himself just enough cover to pull it off and bring home the win for ZPX. Anyway, boys and girls, it's been fantastic fun streaming those games for you this evening. Thank you for providing so much action and making it exciting. Thank you to our hosts, Riot, for, as always, providing a well-run and organised event. Thank you all for playing. And yeah, just more of the same. Let's keep it going. Always a great pleasure to stream for you guys, because you're all a bunch of lunatics who like killing each other and yeah, making lots of entertaining content for me, which I enjoy. So yep, that's our event for the evening. My name is Vimes177 Gaming, and as always, good hunting and bye for now.